Teen pregnancy myths debunked. Number 1 myth. You can't get pregnant if you have sex standing up. Fact: pregnancy can occur regardless of the person's position when having sex. As long as there is ejaculation inside the vagina, there is a chance of pregnancy. Number 2 myth. You can't get pregnant the first time you have sex. It is possible to become pregnant the first time you have sex. To avoid unintended pregnancy, it is important to use contraception. Number 3 myth. You can't get pregnant while on your period. It is possible to become pregnant while on your period, though the chances are lower than at other times of the menstrual cycle. Because sperm can survive inside the female body for up to 5 days, it is possible to become pregnant if you have sex near the end of your period and then ovulate shortly afterwards. Number 4 myth. You can't get pregnant if you have sex in a hot tub or pool. Water has no effect on a person's fertility or ability to become pregnant. It is still possible to become pregnant if you have sex in a hot tub or pool. Number 5 myth. You can't get pregnant if you douche after sex. Contrary to popular belief, douching after sex does not prevent pregnancy. In fact, douching can actually increase the risk of pregnancy complications and infections. Number 6 myth. You can't get pregnant if you have sex during your non-fertile days. Fact: it is true that the chances of pregnancy are lower during the non-fertile days of the menstrual cycle. However, it is still possible to get pregnant if you have sex during this time, as the exact timing of ovulation can vary from person to person. Number 7 myth. You can't get pregnant if you have sex during menopause. Fact: it is true that fertility decreases as a person approaches menopause, but it is still possible to get pregnant if you have sex during this time. It is important to use contraception to prevent unintended pregnancy. Number 8 myth. You can't get pregnant if you have sex while breastfeeding. Fact: it is possible to get pregnant while breastfeeding, even if you are not menstruating. It is important to use contraception to prevent unintended pregnancy. Number 9 myth. You can't get pregnant if you use the pull-out method. Fact: the pull-out method, also known as withdrawal, is not an effective method of contraception. It is possible to get pregnant if the male partner does not withdraw in time before ejaculating. Number 10 myth. You can't get pregnant if you have sex during your period. Fact: it is possible to get pregnant if you have sex during your period. Sperm can live inside the female body for up to 5 days, so if you have sex towards the end of your period, and then ovulate shortly afterwards, it is possible to become pregnant. Number 11 myth. You can't get pregnant if you have sex in a shower or bath. Fact: water does not affect a person's fertility or ability to get pregnant. It is still possible to get pregnant if you have sex in a shower or bath. Number 12 myth. You can't get pregnant if you use the rhythm method. Fact: the rhythm method, also known as the calendar method, is not a reliable method of contraception. It involves tracking the menstrual cycle and avoiding sex during the most fertile days. However, the exact timing of ovulation can vary from person to person, so it is possible to get pregnant even if you. Number 13 myth. Birth control pills are 100% effective at preventing pregnancy. Fact: although birth control pills are very effective at preventing pregnancy when used as instructed, they are not 100% effective. The effectiveness of the medication can be affected by things like forgetting to take the pill, using drugs that interact with it, and experiencing vomiting or diarrhea. Number 14 myth. You can't get pregnant if you have sex while wearing a condom. Fact: condoms are an effective method of contraception when used correctly. However, it is still possible to get pregnant if the condom breaks or slips off during sex. Number 15 myth. You can't get pregnant if you have sex during pregnancy. Fact: it is possible to get pregnant while you are already pregnant. In extremely rare cases of superfetation, an egg gets fertilized with sperm and attaches to the uterine wall, resulting to another pregnancy while pregnant. Hey there! If you enjoy the content we're creating and want to stay up to date on all the latest, consider subscribing to our channel. We promise to keep bringing you great content and appreciate your support. Thanks for considering subscribing.